Hello, everyone. You said you got this like new mentality. Would you ever return to school now with the new mentality, or what was this question you were trying to ask me?
Oh, so the question was, I've been bringing this up lately to my friends and everything. I said, hey, now that we got out of high school, I've been doing a lot of thinking,
Right.
a lot of deep thinking.
So have I in this time.
So we got out of high school, right? Let's bring it back. We graduated.
Yeah.
Right. We had one semester in high school terms. We had one semester or college terms. We had one semester of basically life and freedom.
Yeah.
And then, boom, COVID hits.
COVID, pandemic.
Life shit hits the fan. Nothing was the same.
Nothing for everybody.
For everyone.
All ages.
Everybody, bro. But for us, I feel like we were the last normal people.
Right.
That actually got to experience at least a little tiny bit of like the freedom that everybody else before us had.
Yeah.
You get me? Like no restrictions, no worrying, hey, if I go over there to holler at this girl or make a new friend, that I'm gonna get sick. Right?
Yeah.
But I was just asking people, like, I think we matured in mindset wise because of it. And I was just asking everybody, say, hey, now that we have learned a lot more stuff ever since we graduated, would you go back, or not would you, if you were to say, if you were the same age as you were as a freshman, and you had the same mentality, like, okay, sorry, I fucked it up, my bad.
No,
would you go back to high school with the same mentality you have now? Would you go back to high school with the same mentality you have now?
I mean, and I was thinking on this question because it is a deep fucking question. Like, for lack of better words, it is, and speaking on it, like, the reason why, well, first of all, the reason why, like, the name change, first of all, let's bring it back again. The name change is because I had a fucking incident with a person who was on a guest on the previous podcast and was an actual graduate of our,
of our class.
Uh-huh. So that kind of spills over, but then as I came back from that, the idea of rebranding was in the works already, because I didn't want to have high school on my name on this for forever.
Yeah, for a long
time. Because
at
some point it gets old.
Yeah, of course.
And then it's not like I'm going to be interviewing more students, because how many stories can you really tell that could happen in so little a time, or
at some
while
point
they got to go to school.
At some point you just got to move on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So like all that kind of happened and I moved on.
Yeah.
So would I go back? Probably no, because the fact that I already have this mentality means that, okay, if I were to go back, I'd probably just excel at fucking everything, wouldn't I?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because, I know what it's like where not everything is handed, because when it's school, everything is kind of handed to you, and it's like saying if you want to, you could, or if these are these requirements, if you want to do this thing, you gotta do this, this, and this, So with life, it's kind of like you find it and you have to go figure out whether it's this, this, or this. What hoops do you got to jump through for what you want?
Yeah.
It's not like someone else saying a set amount of options or paths. Because with life, it's a little bit endless. But if you have a set path within school, then you excel at it. So I wouldn't go back, because I already have this mentality, or however I am, especially after the couple of years we actually had.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't go back because, I've already formed this. That's the time we're actually supposed to form this mentality.
Yeah.
But, sadly for us, our mentality took a different path.
Yeah, it did.
When,
when shit got really serious.
When shit got real serious. Yeah. Other people, like, we either got real shut in, or we were just out there, and, the people who were out there were, we had that risk.
Yep.
And that risk just got worse, because if it wasn't COVID, or if it wasn't sickness, it was other people against other people, and then other shit.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, man?
Well, low-key, yeah. That's what I was thinking. But me, I feel like me and you have different perspectives.
Yeah.
But me, personally, I think I would. Just because I didn't really show but I had a tough time in high school.
Right.
I ever had a really tough time, like from getting along with people to. I mean, I was a cool guy.
Right.
I was cool, right?
Yeah, we were cool.
But I had a little bit of wussiness in me. You get me?
See, yeah.
I was not really pushed around, but I was kind of picked at a lot.
Yeah.
And I was more of the person to just like not do anything about it because I thought that's what made me cool was the fact that I was cool with everything. But in high school, whenever it was happening, I would just let it slide, right?
Right.
But it took a big effect on my mentality.
Right.
It made me feel like, okay, am I really like this fucking like not worthless, but like am I really like? It made me question myself.
Yeah.
Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
You know. But in reality, I wasn't doing anything wrong. It was just more the fact that these people were so miserable with their lives and trying to be cool with everybody else that they picked at me to make themselves to hide their fears of being picked at themselves. You get me? But yeah, bro. Honestly, I would go back just because I would defend myself more now. So like, I would go back. Like I say that wussiness that I had in me was gone.
Meaning, if you had the chance, that person you want to slap the shit out of,
I would fucking do it. I would do it. Yeah.
Okay, if it's that context, then yeah, I would 100% fucking do it because due to my incident, hello, I would do more.
It was just more the fact that back in the day, like I wasn't really raised on fighting.
Yeah,
and I wasn't really raised on like my dad always told me that two grown men fighting looks stupid.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think now, like thinking about it now, from the experiences I've had at life, I think it's okay and it's good to at least fight at least one time. One time to defend yourself.
Yeah.
For stupid shit, no. But to defend yourself and to have your own respect, then yes, it's worth it. And I learned that shit the hard way.
Yeah.
I learned it the hard way, and unfortunately, now we can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
But like now moving forward, I'm gonna make sure nobody fucks with me.
That's
like that.
another thing
like that
too.
Ever again. Because honestly, bro, that shit just burns into your head, dog. It burns in there.
I know. I feel that.
Dude,
yeah.
It's like you lay down
and you think about that.
Think about that shit, and then like you run into those people in real life, and they're all nice to you. Like, hey, what's up, bro? Like how you doing?
Up,
like how's it been? Like motherfucker, get the fuck away from me.
Fuck
dog.
away from me.
Like, what's up? Like hey, no. We ain't cool. We ain't cool like that, bro. I seen how you act.
Yeah.
I seen what you would do to be cool.
Yeah.
And honestly, I wouldn't fuck with it, bro.
Like if I know how much of a snake you are, like if I knew that before, I wish I would have knew now, or I'm gonna act accordingly because I've already seen it.
And then like also, I would change myself to fit in. You know, I would say some bullshit just to pretend to fit in.
Right.
Just to pretend to relate. And I thought that was okay at the time. Which it wasn't, because I lost myself. I literally lost myself. And it wasn't until recently, this year, I'm like, you know what? It's okay to not just be you.
Yeah, it's okay.
You know, it took a lot. And honestly, through the grace of God, my cousin, you know, cousin, he kind of showed me that. He showed me he has friends, and I was acting myself with those friends, and these fools love me, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, like he tells me every time, he goes, bro, my friends love you. I love hanging out with you, bro. Like honestly. And then it wasn't till then where I started waking up, and I'm like, okay,
hell yeah.
Like honestly, bro, like something's got to change because now people are liking me because of me.
Yeah.
And you know, I stopped myself from saying some bullshit, you know, whatever. And then I cut off people. I just went ghost for a while, just doing me. That's when the whole process started.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit. Yeah, but that's what that question was for. You know, that's why I've been asking that, because I've been going through that process, and it's lonely. Don't get me wrong, it's lonely. It's a lonely ass process, but it's just something that I think everybody's gonna have to go through.
Yeah, everybody goes through that. Like me, like if I had a lot of chances to redo some things, I would.
Yeah,
but like,
of course.
But like, oh well. Like, do I complain that? Like I've said it freely before, and I can say it again on the same podcast.
Yeah.
But like, I was in a relationship almost all of high school. Yeah. I was in a relationship, and I like stuck with this person no matter the dips, chips, dumps, like all the other
everything.
Shit.
They're thick and thin, bro.
Yeah, like all that shit. And then it wasn't until like almost the last semester of school, I only had the freedom of, I'm not in a relationship, and my school is taken care of. I can just do whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But then I was like, I wasn't really doing whatever the fuck. No. You know, I wasn't.
You're focused on one set person.
Yeah. So like.
And honestly, like I had a friend I'm not gonna mention his name, but I had a friend that had the same situation as you.
Yeah.
Same situation, and this fool every time I talked to him in class, something would go wrong with his person, or something would make him really happy, but then the next class he's all sad.
Damn man.
And then honestly, bro, like seeing that at the time, I was like, damn, wow, like me being stupid, I'm like, well, shit, I want to go through some shit like that, bro. Like, you know, because you have somebody to complain about. But now thinking about it, I was like, dude, like, thank God I didn't have anybody. Thank God that I was more the friend guy.
Yeah,
I was more the friend guy and not the guy like, hey, what's up? Let's start some, you know.
Yeah.
But thank God I was more the friend guy, because honestly, you know what? Thank you to all the girls that put me in the friend zone. Because honestly, because they let me do what the fuck I wanted to do.
Exactly.
I could do anything and talk to whoever I wanted and not complain or not have somebody bitch about it.
Yeah, and that's kind of a bittersweet thing, is because at the same time I learned a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when I did have that freedom, I did, you know, have an understanding of what a relationship should be and what it should not be.
Yeah.
And like what I should look for in a person, not because that person is just, you know, it's convenient.
Yep.
You know, like it's convenient, and that's a lot of things. It's conveniency.
Convenience. Yeah.
Like a lot of relationships happen because out of conveniency, but then when, you know, someone ventures out of that conveniency, then that's where the static happens and shit. Like, what the fuck? And type shit.
What the hell just happened? You know?
Exactly.
Something like that, bro. Honestly, but yeah, that's what that question was for. This is more the fact that, like, I want to know, would you go back and change a couple of things, have things go differently? Me personally, shorter version, yes, I would.
Yeah.
Only because of how I was treated and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
I mean, short version for me, yes, I would like to, but at this point, I'm in like the mentality now where I've accepted it, but now I can only change what's going forward.
Yep.
So like, I would like to, and I would like to change a lot of things, but I can't.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, yeah.
So I'm like,
and I'm on the same boat as you, bro. Like, I accept it too, but it's just a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Honestly,
And that's all she wrote.